What's up, everybody? It's Gigi Fruit, and I'm back with you. I am in the final boss zone on Donkey Kong Country. We'll see if this takes 2 hours for me to complete, but
Conceivably, we could be done in like 5 minutes and we'll have to figure out something else to do for the rest of the stream. However,
we still do the barrel sheet.
I say conceivably, that doesn't mean it is at all likely. Yes, I would still do the barrel cheat for 50 lives.
How to activate it all of a sudden.
Well, how do you spell barrel without an E?
Right.
Barral.
Okay, I thought there was something I had to press to like activate the cheat mode first for some reason, even though I've done this a million times.
If you're gonna need funky flights.
Right.
If you do beat this in just a handful of tries, I will be impressed.
Yeah. Feels like an attempt a little bit of
I think
the second one.
I think I said this last time, but this boss I got to at some point when I was a kid. I might have even been within like a year of getting the game, but it took me like years to actually beat him.
It's a boomerang, isn't it? I forgot.
Okay, so do you remember the general platforming video game rule about spikes and enemies' heads?
Yep, do not jump on spikes.
Well, what happens when he doesn't have the spikes?
Oh, I'm supposed to jump on his head then. I was like, I knew I forgot a step.
I like the way he
jump.
He looks towards the screen like he's like, I'm a cheeky bastard.
You. Oh no, no. Right, that's okay.
There is a pattern here that you will hopefully figure out.
What? Freaking hell. What?
Okay, remember to be running. ABR, always be running.
Nope.
By the way, take a look at the background.
Oh yeah, isn't that Kong?
It's Donkey Kong Island, yeah, because they're on the ship now.
Yeah. You blast through 50 lives in 5 minutes.
It'll take you longer than 5 minutes to use up all 50 of those lives, probably.
Yeah. This is the one where he does another dash.
He makes...
Freaking hell. I think it's like he adds an extra dash, so it's 2. And I need to be better at jumps.
So, King K. Rool. Any King K. Rool facts? So I watched a couple more episodes of the stupid Donkey Kong Country cartoon, and one thing I've noticed is they call him Rool, but the K is a wow, brain fart. What is the word?
I forgot.
Initial. There we go. Wow.
Right.
Jeez.
That word.
I didn't get enough sleep last night, by the way.
Did I? But what are you? Okay. Okay. Oh shoot.
We were having.
Oh right. I've seen this. At least across the screen.
Yeah, but they call him K-Rool, and I'm like, that's not how you say it. It's not. It's K-Rool. If you're gonna not pronounce it as an initial, then just call him King Cruel.
Yeah, right.
At that point. But what happened in those episodes? There was a really weird one where Cranky has an X-ray machine for some reason, and he's giving everyone free X-rays.
Yeah.
And why?
Oh no.
And for some reason the X-ray shows your brain. That's not how X-rays work. But he was showing everybody pictures of I'm not making this up, it's so ridiculous. He's showing them their brains. And there's a character in the show who is not in any of the games. He's created for the show called Bluster Kong. And he's Candy Kong. He owns the barrel factory that makes all the barrels for the Donkey Kong world. And he's Candy Kong's boss, and he's always sexually harassing her because he's a creep. And the like X-ray machine is like breaking, and they're all talking about how it won't last more than like a couple weeks or something. And Bluster has just had his X-ray taken, and he's like outside, and he thinks they're talking about him, and so he's like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna die in like 2 weeks, so I have to become like a hero to impress everybody," and he just like gets himself into trouble. And like further pisses everyone off.
Oh, almost did it that time. Oh no.
But let's see. What was the other one I watched? I don't even remember. I was also very tired when I watched those. If I looked at a list of episodes, it would probably drop my memory. But that show is not very. It's mostly just like, why did they make this?
Hell.
Why are Donkey Kong characters singing?
Yeah.
Whose idea was this?
Faster. Here again.
Alright.
He does the freaking eye. Every time I forget a different bit of the pattern, but.
Well, you're going to have to remember the pattern. Alright, episode. What was the other one I watched? Oh, the other one I watched, I remember now without having to look it up. They find, like, it's Donkey Kong, Diddy Kong, and Funky find this, like, treasure map somewhere. And so they go looking for the treasure. And then some of the other characters, I think Candy Kong, I want to say it's Dixie Kong, and by the way, Dixie looks very weird and bad in the cartoon.
I've seen some clips.
Them and Bluster find out that like the other people are on a treasure hunt, and they're like, "Oh, we got to try to find the treasure first." And Candy's goal is to get so rich that she can buy the barrel factory from Bluster so that she doesn't have to work for him anymore. So apparently capitalism exists in the Donkey Kong universe, and it's just as bad there. And then of course King Rool, as they call him, also finds out about it and is like trying to find it. And for some reason, he decides that the treasure is actually like a weapon, and based on like nothing, just pure speculation. And so he thinks it's going to help him win the fight against the Kongs. But what they ultimately find is like Donkey Kong is like, oh, I remember like this was my map. I drew it when I was like young, and it was so long ago that I forgot that I had done this. He's like, I put my most prized possession in there, which of course, bananas.
Yeah.
And so naturally, bananas being a biodegradable material are no more, and they like open up this thing that the bananas were stored in, and it's just like, ew, that smells bad. And that was how the episode ended. I don't think they ever give you a DK barrel in this fight, FYI.
That's okay. It seemed to get the missing character back every time.
Yeah, you do.
Also, I appreciate how the music changes.
Yeah.
Grooving to it while I keep dying.
I heard someone say in like a YouTube video that it is like pirate metal.
Yeah. I think this spot is safe.
And like the guitar part, even though it's like, wow, I'm not finding my words tonight. I'm like prepared. Compressed. There we go. They're compressed samples. The guitar part actually still sounds pretty good.
Okay.
Let's see. Do I have any Donkey Kong facts? We watched Conan the Barbarian earlier. in the week. And I have thoughts about that movie. We also are like very close to beating Mother 3, which we'll probably manage to do next weekend. I hope anyway.
Yeah.
Gonna have to just like plow through it. I like really want to see the end of it finally. It's taken a lot longer than I would have liked to get through that game, but I've been enjoying it.
Yeah, I've been enjoying it a lot. Oh, God.
We played the first two Mother games last year. Yeah, last year. Which you had never played any of them, right? Whereas
Only ever played as Ness occasionally and
yeah,
first heard of him. So
I had only beaten Earthbound. I had like started the first one a bunch of times and never finished it. And I started Mother 3 once and didn't finish it. But this time we definitely will. Barring anything major.
it's back. That crown, excuse me. My problem is I thought I found a safe spot because
there's no safe spot.
Yeah. Okay, alright. And
then
whoop.
How does that crown warp back to his head?
Okay.
It's just a matter of picking one and figuring out the timing. So after it bounces like the first time, you can kind of like jump over it, I think. Trying to remember the exact timing for this. But
God damn it.
But what I would suggest is get good, nerd.
Don't have a drink.
Indeed. This is easily obviously the hardest boss of the game. Like, the bosses are pretty much a joke up to this point.
Yeah.
But this one is genuinely, like, pretty challenging.
I'm gonna try something silly for a second. Okay, so you do actually.
Oh.
No, he still showed up. Interesting. I was wondering. I was just curious how long it would take him to show up if I didn't. I just gave him Crush. Is it Crusher who makes that noise, or is it?
Yeah, I think it's Crusher. The sound he makes the.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, he didn't get his own little noise. Shoot. 3 times. And he gets a little speeder. Yeah, God damn son of a bitch. Okay. I can jump over it after it bounces. Ah.
I think you want to like roll jump through. That's how I typically do it, I think. I think I jump? I don't know. I guess I'd have to play it now that I think about it. I feel like I have it on muscle memory.
Yeah.
So, you didn't stream on your own earlier this week?
No. I was going to, but I had a lot going on, and when I had time to stream, I'm like, I would rather do something lower.
I think you played some Animal Crossing and Rocket League stuff last night without streaming it.
That was an age. I'm gonna get back to streaming because I'm gonna play more Resident Evil 2, and I don't have to, but hey!
Nice. You got him like before the crown went out of his hand.
Fuck! Okay.
You're fine, you're fine.
I thought I was gonna like hit the front of him.
Oh.
He was a little bit faster back and forth each time. Easy parts. cannonballs that are giving me a trip.
Did we watch anything else together?
Aside from a little more of the Batman cartoon, I don't think so.
So, how about that Conan the Barbarian?
Indeed. Oh. It was... There is a surprising amount of stuff going on in that silly movie.
Yes. Definitely has some themes and it really likes its symbolism.
Cool. Okay, so I can ride his coattails a little bit.
And like, I think it feels very... there's no like explicitly political themes in it, but it does feel kind of like this 80s
Oh my god.
conservative-ish implicit, but it's also just like a well-made, like well-executed movie. Like it's really impressive how like there isn't really that much dialogue in it. Like there definitely is dialogue and there's a story and everything, but a lot of it is told like visually and through like
narration.
Yeah, there's narration, but I just mean like a lot of the story is told like visually, and there's like a lot of kind of like symbolism. Like there's a part where like the whole beginning is like Conan's he's from this like barbarian tribe, and his like all the adults like get killed, and they kidnap all the children and like sell them into slavery, and Conan like he's so strong that like the guy who owns all the slaves like decides to have him like educated and trained in the arts of war, and then it's never really like explained, but seemingly the guy basically realizes like I don't think I could actually control this guy because of how like strong he is, so I'm just gonna like let him go basically on his own. And but there's like a scene where he's like being chased by dogs and he falls into this like cave, and it is like
Heck.
It's like there's like no dialogue, but he like finds this like throne with like there's like a skeleton on it of like a dead king, and like Conan like takes the sword out of his hand, and then he like steps out into the light outside the cave, and he like uses the sword to like cut off the like the shackles that are on him. And it's just this very like visual, symbolic storytelling, and like a lot of the movie feels almost like proto Lord of the Rings, where it's like people walking or riding horses out in the wilderness, and it's just these like beautiful shots of like people like in the outdoors, like they're shooting on location, and it's just like a well-made movie. Like it's definitely not on the scale of Lord of the Rings, but for the era that it was made, it's kind of like that.
Yeah, for sure. And shot entirely on location in Spain, which was interesting to find out.
Yeah, I mean there are some sets in it, but most of the movie is like outdoors. I think.
I already went through half of this.
Apparently, I was watching a making of thing today, and I guess they were gonna like film it in Yugoslavia originally, but then stuff happened there. Google it, and they were like, maybe that's not the best country to film it in right now, and so they chose Spain.
Love you too, but I'm busy.
But yeah, it's definitely like an 80s movie about like a macho man who's a strong, silent individual who Mako is in it, which
Yeah.
I totally forgot. I had only seen this movie one other time, but he narrates it, and then he eventually becomes like a character in the movie. And he's like, I know Mako primarily from like voice roles, like he does Uncle Iroh in Avatar: The Last Airbender. He's Aku in Samurai Jack.
Oh yeah, I still haven't seen her.
And I'm sure I've seen him or heard him, I should say, in other things. But he's in Conan years before he was in any of those other things. But yeah, in the apparently all the actors did a lot of their own stunts, and especially Arnold, because they probably couldn't find anybody who had like the same like body structure, physique. Yeah, they like all the actors like trained for like riding horseback and sword fighting. There you go. Yeah, you got it. All right, I don't get hit.
Don't get hit. Get hit.
I said don't get hit.
The number of times don't do the thing. Do the thing.
Indeed. But yeah, they all like trained in like horseback riding and sword fighting and stuff. And a lot of the sword fighting is like pretty good. Like it's not like they just do like one swing and then cut away. There's like pretty good action in that movie, and there's like scenes of like people like falling off horses, like they're getting like stabbed on horses, like or the people on the horses are attacking people. Like it's a very dynamic action sequences. And do you know when the year Braveheart came out? Was that in like the 90s?
I wanted to say 88 for some reason, but I have no idea.
Let me look that up, because I feel like that movie probably has like bigger action sequences than Conan, but that's kind of like for like older movies that are similar. That might be what I would think of. I probably enjoy this movie more than Braveheart, in part because I don't have to look at.
So is he just doing
Mel Gibson?
Oh fuck. Alright, so I wonder, I'll probably figure it out, but I wonder if he goes back to throwing it around and running, or if it's just cannonballs from that point on.
Braveheart is 95.
95. Oh, I was off. Oh, god damn. I might as well just die on purpose. There we go. Alright.
What is best in life? Apparently, the woman who plays Valeria, who's like the love interest for Conan, she got like her finger sliced by one of the swords during the filming. And she said in the making of thing, she's like, the director, John Milius, like, instead of being like, oh my god, are you okay? He was like, that would never happen to Valeria or something. I was like, excuse me, what? Yeah, and they just kind of like, they played that clip in the documentary and then like nothing else was said about it, and I was like, I would like to hear more about that.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty...
Like, excuse you?
Yikes.
Ah, fuck.
You're still alive. Well, for about a split second after I said that, you were still alive. So when's that Donkey Kong movie coming out with Seth Rogen? Is that... They are making one of those, right?
They're rumors, but they're stuffing so much stuff into the Mario Galaxy movie by the looks of things. I don't know if they're gonna put that off for a bit or something.
So, I'm gonna look that up. What did you think of James Earl Jones?
I mean, like,
in Conan.
You can put him in any movie and he'll like knock that shit out of the park. It doesn't. Yeah.
He only talks. I want to say it's like 2 scenes. It might have been 3. He's in more scenes than that, but he has a bunch of scenes where he doesn't talk. Like he's in the scene at the beginning of the movie where they like raid Conan's village when he's a child, and he's in that, and he doesn't say anything. But he like delivers a pretty good monologue at one point where he's trying to show Conan like how powerful he is.
Yeah.
And he talks about one of the central themes of the movie, which is this idea of the riddle of steel. And he says that like flesh is mightier than steel because steel is nothing without the hand that wields it.
Oh yeah. I was like, I get so arrested by like just how his voice sounds that I somehow forget to like listen to what he's actually saying. I was like, oh, yeah, okay.
That monologue, when he died, I'd actually only seen the movie once, but that was like the scene that I thought of. Like first, I was like, obviously he's Darth Vader, which is a much more iconic role and one that I am also more familiar with. But I was like, he's really great in that scene in Conan.
Yeah, I can't remember. Well, I think the first thing I ever heard him in was as Mufasa in The Lion King.
That's true, yeah, that I probably saw.
I didn't know him from Underground when I saw it as a kid, and then I watched Star Wars, and then I went back, oh! So...
I don't think I picked up on that until a while later, because I would have seen Lion King, like, when it came out. I saw it in the movie theater.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, and I would have seen that, like, at least, several years before Star Wars, because... I don't think I really got into Star Wars until around the time that these special editions were coming out. And I think I might have gotten, like, so excited about, like, oh, that looks cool, that I, like, rented the Star Wars movies anyway and, like, watched them. I don't really remember. I think I saw some of the special editions in theater, and I rented some of them, like, the original versions on VHS. But yeah, he's good in Lion King. I mean, he has such a distinctive voice, so distinctive that Disney paid him $1 bazillion so that they could use an AI version of his voice in perpetuity. Yeah, I was talking about that the other day, how in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, before Obi-Wan Kenobi, he does like one scene in Star Wars Rogue One, and I was like, damn, he sounds old in that. When I heard him, I was like, he does not sound like Darth Vader should. And then he's in Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I'm like, wow, like, he sounds young again. What's going on here? And I like looked it up, and it's like, oh, well, it's AI. And I was like, he sounds more like James Earl Jones than James Earl Jones did.
The fuck?
Last time I heard him in a movie, I'm like, that's like cool, but also kind of disturbing, and also like maybe they should just let a different actor play him, but I don't know. The man like narrated the entire Bible, so they probably have him saying like every word in the English language, so it doesn't surprise me they can replicate his voice at this point.
Well, fuck.
He just stood there.
Yeah.
Boom.
Immediately. I was skipping ahead to, oh yeah, he'll jump again. No! Every time. I meant 9 lives.
A comment, but I think it's just spam.
Yeah.
Someone who's not spam. We should be cracking jokes all the time about how no one is watching our stream until we actually get people to watch it. Well,
to behave as if someone's watching my stream, even if I know no one is.
Indeed.
But
I do think we get a handful of views on YouTube, but I don't actually know how long people are tuning in for.
Me neither. Well,
and some of those views are me, like, checking how the audio quality and stuff sounded.
Yeah. It's okay. I just noticed there's a giant banana over here. Diddy dow.
But
Fuck.
7 lives. You have died 43 times.
Right on par for me. Ha ha. Couldn't even throw the.
So, the thing is, though, that if you don't beat the game, you're not allowed to stop the stream ever. You have to play it for the rest of your life until you finish it. And if you don't finish it, you'll just die sitting there with the controller in hand. You'll starve to death.
Oh, drat.
And the last thing you'll see is King K. Rool, like, cheekily looking over at the screen.
Whoop.
There's a new card set out in Pokemon Pocket TCG or TCG Pocket, whichever order it is. Why are they coming out in the evening now? It used to come out like in the morning, I think.
Yeah. Huh. Right there, I can't really do half jumps. That's the first thing I still haven't figured out.
Can you? I think you can do.
I guess
Yeah, you can. You just have to tap the button really lightly.
It's the same height, but they stay longer in the air if you hold it down. So, that was a short jump.
Ow.
Heck.
Maybe we need to stop talking and you just need to focus.
So, I'm going to replay some levels on my own and see if, damn it, if that made any difference. And I haven't yet. But
you should have beaten this boss on your own, and then you would do it in one try, and I would think that you just magically are amazing at it. You did play it like 5 times last time we streamed, but that's not enough. Well, you have to at least stay alive long enough for the guitar to come in.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, I think it helps to have some distance. I do think it's easier to dodge these with Diddy.
And then I didn't just
do a barrel roll.
Ah! Damn it.
Doesn't actually matter if you get a game over though, because I don't think there's a checkpoint for this fight.
Right. Yeah.
So you have to get so angry at this boss that it motivates you to get revenge, like how Conan needed to get revenge on Thulsa Doom for murdering his family and his entire village.
So, you have to think about that stupid dummy from Funhouse Pinball. I hate that little fruit.
It's like a ventriloquist dummy. It's a classic pinball table for anyone who is not a pinball person, where he just what is the dummy's name in that game? Rudy, and he just says annoying stuff, and he has doesn't he have like a whole bunch of different lines that he says?
Yeah, went from being creeped out as I usually am by animatronics and such to being like, hey, now listen here, you little shit.
Alright, let me look up is there like a soundboard so I can play those sounds for you to motivate you?
I don't know, but they probably have a collection of things. jumped and I...
What's the name of that game?
I think it's just Funhouse. And apparently, they've made a remake of it. I don't know if I'm blaming it. Uncanny Valleyness might be higher. Fucking hell. First set of... Why do I want to keep calling them anything but cannonballs? Dumbbells? Okay, so I don't have to do the cheat again. Wham. Alrighty. Let's try this again. At least this is just in one place. I don't have to worry about having to replay 5 levels to get a game over. Ow. What the fuck?
Okay. I couldn't find a soundboard. I just found a YouTube video that plays all of them in order, so that's no fun. I wanted to taunt you while you died, Krushing Rool, but maybe in the future I'll get a soundboard set up. I wonder if there's a soundboard with King Rool from the cartoon.
That would be funny.
Maybe King Rool and King Rool are like different characters.
Yeah.
That's my new headcanon. They just look the same. But that's why his name is pronounced differently.
Hello?
You switch characters. I was like, wait, what?
On. Link hasn't worked out tree. Now he throws the... Then he does another round of stuff on the other side. I have to figure out jumping around it. Your idea and all of this stuff. Oh! He's gonna throw the crown again, or see if he just goes to the other side. Oh, fuck. Right. Okay, it's the... I bet he adds like an extra round of... cannonballs every time instead of running back and forth, so that'll be fun. That's when my hands are tired. I gotta keep moving.
So, I'm vaguely interested in reading some of the original Conan stories now. They're from like the 30s. I was looking it up.
Wow.
And I guess the original writer, he like killed himself when he was like 30.
Oh, damn.
But he had already written like 20 plus Conan stories. I think like it said like 17 of them, or 17 or 18 of them were published during his lifetime, and there's some that got published later. But then there have been like 50 Conan novels published in total, like a bunch of them by different like subsequent writers.
Okay, yeah.
And there's also the comics, which famously a lot of them for a while were drawn by Frank Frazetta, who has like a very distinctive style. And he's the one who kind of, I think, came up with like the whole Conan is like super muscle bound.
I hate it here. No,
I saw a clip of Arnold on YouTube, and he was like, I had no idea that like just being insanely muscular would be such a like have such an impact on my career and like, make me so famous and everything. It's like, I mean, if you want the guy who looks like Frank Frazetta drawings of Conan the Barbarian, like they had pretty much like one choice at that point. He's got his shirt off for like that entire movie, and apparently including those scenes where it's like winter in that movie were actually shot like with real snow, like in the winter and everything. And he was like, I was freezing, and I was like, you guys have to have some like hot tea for me ready for between shots. And How did he maintain his figure while also making a movie?
Yeah,
Because to look like that is work.
fuck. Yeah.
Like, it's not just like, and it's not even just like you have to work out every day. It's like, no,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have to work out every day.
Yeah.
Like, that dude probably had like multiple exercise routines that he did every day. And he had to learn all the like horseback riding and sword fighting, and you can't really tell because he still has a very thick accent, but apparently he was doing like voice coaching and stuff so that his like enunciation would be better.
Yeah.
And he had to like, because his English wasn't very good, he had to like rehearse every line in the movie like a bazillion times. The thing that cracks me up is like it would be fine for his character to have like an accent because it's set in this like fictional like historical period that's like hundreds of years ago,
Yeah.
if not like 1,000 years ago. And it's like, okay, well, you know, he doesn't have to have like an American or British accent. He can just have whatever, and it can just be explained as, well, that's his accent or whatever. But like, if the scene at the beginning of the movie with his dad just like sounds American, and it's like, you didn't want to have his dad do like a Arnold Schwarzenegger impersonation or like get another Austrian guy. No, they're just like, he just inexplicably has this accent. No one else in the movie has it. There are a bunch of accents in the movie. Like Mako obviously is Japanese, and his like sidekick, what was his name? It starts with an S. Subutai.
Yeah.
He's got some kind of accent going on. And I guess that actor was dubbed by like a different actor for the voice. But
Had a super accent. Not really pretty.
But yeah, no, I don't think it was his accent. I think they just weren't satisfied with his voice for whatever reason, his performance. But they've got all these accents in the movie, and like, but it's not like there's like no consistency to it. Like, why not have his dad also be Austrian or whatever? But no. But I forgive it. I mean, why does the Terminator have an Austrian accent?
Well, yeah. Actually, I still want to see the one where Sarah Connor comes back just because I love the actress. Even if the movie itself was shit, I don't really care. But I enjoy the first two very, very much.
I have actually seen every Terminator movie.
Almost all of them. I think it's Dark Fate was the most recent one that I haven't seen.
Yeah, but
I never watched the show that they made. God damn.
My position on Terminator is that only the first two count, but
That's fair.
the rest of them are fun enough to watch once and complain about how they aren't as good.
Indeed.
Sometimes it's fun to watch bad sequels and just be like, that was silly.
Yeah.
But yeah, my favorite Terminator is actually the first one. I know a lot of people prefer the second one.
Yeah, the first one's crazy good.
Yeah. The first one, though, the thing I like about it is that, like, it just has a different vibe than the second one.
Yeah.
Like, the second one is an action movie, and the first one is, like, a horror movie.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
It's basically the same thing that happens with, like, the Alien franchise. Like, the first one is a horror movie, and then the second one, which actually was directed by James Cameron,
Heck.
is just like a big action movie. But which you still haven't seen. Wait, have you seen the first Alien?
Yeah, I finally saw the first Alien after seeing that one scene out of context when I was a child.
The chest burster scene. Yeah. Dude, that movie is crazy. And did you know in that scene that the actors, like, they knew I think they knew that, like, they knew, like, sort of what was going to happen from, like, reading the script, but they didn't know, like,
what it was gonna look like.
Anything about what, like, they were all, like, the screams in it were, like, a bunch of them were, like,
Yeah, like
were, like, actual, like, horror at what they were looking at, because it looks so real and disturbing.
Probably one of my favorite bits of trivia about that movie.
Like, Gene Wilder, like, scaring everybody in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah, I've like finally watched it as an entire ass adult with my mom, and like I had to like physically get up and distance myself from the television during that scene. I was like, I can't sit here.
Not a controversial opinion, but the first Alien movie is so good.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad I finally watched it because holy shit, Ripley.
Ridley Scott is an incredible director.
Nope. Yes.
Ridley Scott did Blade Runner, didn't he?
Yeah.
Why, I should know that.
There's Ridley Scott and some other guy that I keep mixing it up with because we have the same last name or same names.
Yeah, Ridley Scott directed Blade Runner, which is also an incredible movie.
Yeah, I should watch that again. I saw it when I was a lot younger and I mostly enjoyed it, but I felt like a lot of it sort of went over my head or I was bored by it or something. I think I would appreciate it.
It's a very slow movie.
Yeah.
Like, it's not an action movie.
Yeah.
And, like, it's part of the reason it's slow is, like, it's just, like, the way people talk in the movie. There's, like, pauses between, like, people are, like, saying things and then they're just, like, thinking about it before they answer, and they just, like, talk slow and methodically. It's very slow, but just, like, visually, it's an incredible movie, and I don't even think it had a massive budget. Ridley Scott seems to be good at, like, making good use of budget. But you never saw the second one, did you? With Ryan Gosling?
I think so. I'd like to.
That's pretty good. I liked it. Harrison Ford is in it, but he doesn't really, like, show up until the second act, I want to say.
Yeah.
Maybe even... It might even be, like, a 4-act movie with him in, like, the third act. Okay. Ready? Boom.
Okay, now so I can back the other way. I'm gonna get hit because I suck. Yep. So I'm back toward me, though.
Okay. You definitely want to be facing toward the direction that it's coming from, because so the camera gives you a little bit more distance. But yeah, at some point we should watch the second Blade Runner, and also we should watch all the Sigourney Weaver Alien movies.
Yeah, I definitely would like to.
Most people don't like the third and fourth one very much. I definitely agree with some of the complaints. But I also just think it's like a fun time watching all of them as like a big epic story.
Yeah. They're one of my best friends. It's her favorite movie series, so I should get on watching that.
Yeah, at one point, I used to watch so many movies. I need to get back to watching more. But I probably watched them. I think I watched them like in 4 days, like all 4 of them.
Wowie. I do not have
the
wherewithal.
The way I recommend watching it is you watch the like original cut of the first one, and then you watch the extended cuts for the other 3. There's like a director's cut of the first one or an alternate cut, but it's actually like a minute or 2 shorter, and it's mostly like there's some like extra and alternate scenes, but then some other stuff is cut out, and it also has some like not plot holes, but it it like contradicts some of the canon that's later established in some of the later movies, so it like technically doesn't fit. But the extended versions of the other movies like add a whole bunch of stuff.
Oh, interesting.
Um.
God, are you? Never mind. I'm just gonna. Whatever. I'll try my best. But that was stupid.
It's too bad you only get to hear the beginning of it if you die. Oh. Let's see. But yeah. Alien movies I enjoy. Isn't Sigourney Weaver coming back for another Alien movie, or did I make that up?
I thought I heard that too, but I thought it was still just part of the rumor mill at this point.
Okay. Well, speaking of Conan, I saw this the other day. They're like making another Conan movie where like Arnold is coming back.
Yeah.
And he's gonna be old Conan. I figured when I saw that his name was attached to it that he'd just be like a minor character and they'd have like a new actor playing Conan, but I guess he's gonna play old Conan, which would be interesting. I saw the second Conan movie once, which came out like 2 years after the first one with Arnold in it again. And I remember thinking it was not very good. And I looked it up the other day, and the first Conan movie is like rated R. Like there's like multiple sex scenes in it. There's like an orgy scene where like, well, I mean the orgy scene is more like
soft or whatever.
It's more like implied in that scene. Like there's like a suggestion that people are going at it, but like you don't really see anything. But there's definitely like a scene where Conan like bangs this woman and then turns out she's like a witch or something.
Cursed thing happened.
Yeah, and there's another sex scene with him later. But there's like violence, there's like multiple decapitations. I mean the blood doesn't look super convincing. It's that like old Hollywood blood where you're like, that looks like a little watery for blood. But it's still a very violent movie. But like the second one, I looked it up, it's like a PG movie. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, I'm guessing it's like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 1 and 2, except way more extreme in terms of how different it is. But I'm guessing they like fight, but there's no blood and nobody gets decapitated and nobody explicitly like dies on screen. And
I think there's actually like a trope name for that. Bloodless carnage. Like James Bond has people getting shot all over the place and there's no blood, so it's like PG-13.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of Star Wars is like that, where people are getting shot, or like sometimes even get their limbs cut off, but there's like no blood.
Yeah. Ah. Cannonballs is always the same choose. I can't. Now you're gonna throw your hand at me. Ah! Bro. Aiming too close, I guess.
Yeah. You either want to stand far enough away that you have time to react, or you need to like learn the timing of the animation. Let's see. Did they ever say in the movie Conan, at the beginning, after he becomes like a slave, he has to push this thing around? Did they ever explain what it was called in the movie?
but you sent me like an article.
Yeah,
A minor character in the movie and explained stuff, and I think it mentioned it was some kind of mill, and it was like it was a blank mill, and I forget.
I don't think it. I think one of it was talking about this in the documentary I watched. Apparently, in the script, it doesn't actually explain its purpose. It's called the Wheel of Pain.
Yeah.
And it's like this wheel that he just has to like rotate around in the desert, and it looks like it requires a lot of strength to push. Like originally, like a whole bunch of people are pushing it, but then it shows like, oh, it's just Conan because he's so strong and he can do it on his own. But yeah, the designer was like, shouldn't this like serve some kind of actual purpose? He's like, I think it's like a mill or something, but that's what he like imagined when he was designing it. But apparently, like in the movie, it looks like it requires tons of strength, but apparently it like in real life does not require any strength at all. And he was saying that like when they were like filming it, like Arnold would push it and it would just like spin around and like hit him in the back. So they had to have like other people like pushing against him off camera. Okay, you got this. Or not.
Come back this way again.
Okay. Now watch the crown. Oh,
Fuck.
too close.
I keep forgetting that the camera kind of like zooms out when
it doesn't zoom out, it just moves around.
Or at least it gives more of a view of Rool after the cannibals stop.
Maybe we'll watch the second Conan movie anyway. I mean, we did watch the second Ninja Turtles movie. We did not, and Mako does come back in the second one. We did not watch the third Ninja Turtles, though, which, I don't know. Perhaps we'll get around to it. I think part of it is you're not running. You like always want to be running. Like when you're trying to dodge those cannonballs, you can move through them faster if you're holding the run button before you hit the roll.
That's true. Wait. Yeah, that's the tricky part, is holding run down and then letting go at the right time to roll. Oh, wait.
Comes back if you don't go fast enough. What else did Ridley Scott make?
Lots of stuff. I want to say he's the one that made Gladiator, which I've never seen.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Shrug.
Perhaps we should watch it at some point. I don't think it's very historically accurate. I think Ridley Scott has made a lot of historical movies that are not at all historically accurate. He made Black Hawk Down. I didn't know that. I haven't seen that. But...
Other than that,
Actually, not seen that many Ridley Scott movies. The main ones are Blade Runner and Alien. She made only a few years apart, and those are tremendous movies.
I was surprised that the lead up to the chest burster scene was actually so much worse than the actual chest burster scene. It was so uncomfortable for me. And also, there's a scene later where that guy who turns out to be a robot breaks down and stuff, and that was almost more disturbing than the chest burster.
There's a lot of disturbing stuff in that movie. And a lot of the most disturbing stuff isn't even the big alien killing people. It's
okay.
And the actual scene where they discover the alien civilization at the beginning is pretty amazing, and they only show it for one sequence.
forgot that part. I forgot more of it than I remember at this point, so I wouldn't mind watching it again now that I watched it the first time and survived. God damn it.
You have to do this tonight,
Yes.
or else you're gonna be arrested.
The video game police are gonna get me.
They are. They're gonna lock you up in a cell and be like, you're not allowed to leave until you get good. You have to be able to beat Rool 5 times in a row without dying, or we won't let you out.
I'm like, I have to
Okay.
run and roll with the same buttons.
You know,
let go for a second to roll.
I
should jump.
I do have some logistical questions about this boss battle. Where are these cannons located?
Right?
How are they firing? Why aren't they damaging his ship if they're hitting the ground?
Indeed.
Like, I do see cannons in the background, but those clearly are not the cannons that are firing these cannonballs. Like, 1, they're way too small. 2, they're pointed in the wrong direction. 3, like, they just aren't firing those cannonballs out of them. Like, you can see them.
God.
So...
There's a really keep the button pushed down. Jump because I can't. Through the ground.
Yep, you got him. Okay.
He's gonna do double time. This way, and then the other way. Gotta try to.
Okay, good. Yeah, you don't have to roll jump, but that's just how I do it generally. There you go. Okay. Maybe this works better for you.
Okay. And another crown. And it's gonna be 3 times.
Yep. Rule of 3.
God.
Nice. Okay. This strategy seems to work better for you.
Yeah, I think I found it.
Oh, nice.
It's gonna come back the other way.
Yep, you're good. Okay, okay. Alright, don't get hit by the crown.
Okay. I don't trust it. I think I did it, but... Oh! I did it! Okay! Oh, that's funny. Hang on. I can't even enjoy the jokes because I'm like, holy shit, I did it!
Commander. Okay.
The end? Question mark? Yeah. Wait, is that like because they're gonna be sequels or the game is not done? I fucking knew it. I knew it.
I wanted to see how long it would take you.
Alright.
That got me so hard too when I was a kid.
Yeah. I'm like, there's no way.
Classic fake out. I think, by the way, just for your information, I believe next time it skips the fake credit sequence. It does show him like fall over and play dead, but like he gets back up without the credit sequence, so it like happens faster, just so you know.
Alright, at least I found
I did have to let you experience that without any warning, though, at least once.
Yeah, like I knew something was up, but then I was like, Yep.
Yeah, I was like, she's got a good instinct.
Like, first of all, the music didn't stop. Second of all, it just doesn't feel right, okay? Ow. Nope, that was it. Okay. Wait. Oh. Alright, but at least I think I've figured out something that will work for the cannonball.
So, do you think his chest is actually gold colored, or do you think that he's wearing some kind of decoration upon it?
Yeah, I just to figure that one out. So it was like, is it armor? Why did I do that? Is it armor or something? Oh, nope. Hiya.
Ghosts. So what's our next movie gonna be?
Maybe Akira.
Oh yeah, I brought my. I'm lazy. I'll just call it Akira. I know how it's pronounced. It's Akira.
I call it Akira.
But sometimes I need to give my tongue a rest, and I'll just say Akira. But I brought my Blu-ray over. She's never seen it.
Because I'm baby.
And I'm conflicted though, because part of me feels like you should read the book first.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that was manga first. I fucking rolled right into it. Cool.
But also, I think it can work in any order. Like, the book is so... It's, like, different, but, like, more importantly, like, a lot of the same things happen, but it is, like, way more expansive of a story than the movie. So, like, you still are surprised if you've seen the movie reading the book. Like, I saw the movie before I read the manga. But that's one of my, like, all-time favorite comic book series.
Yeah. I might... No, when it comes to body horror and stuff, I'm a lot better with still images than I am with animated for some reason, because it's like, there's like, okay, at least it's like easier in my brain to like pause it and be like, okay, it's not real because they're not moving. It's hard to explain, but
yeah, that ending scene of Akira is some of the craziest animation that has ever been done. I don't even know how anyone imagines that shit. Like,
yeah,
you're a freak, Katsuhiro Otomo. What are you thinking? No, he is like such an amazing artist. Like, the book has incredible art, the movie has incredible art, and honestly, like, the movie and the book complement each other really well, because the book does a better job, like, telling the story, because there's, like, so much more space to do it, and, like, the characters are all... Like, in the movie, the characters are all pretty one-dimensional.
yeah.
But in the manga, there's, like, multiple, like, characters who go on arcs. Like, it's like... The movie mostly focuses on, like, Kaneda and Tetsuo. Whereas, like, the book is more of, like, an ensemble cast, and all these characters have their own little character arcs.
That's cool.
And like, while the
Shit.
I do think the art in the book is, like, incredible. Like, the movie is just, like, one of the, like, the greatest pieces of animation ever done. Like, even if you don't like the story or whatever, like, I don't think anybody could watch it and, like, deny that the animation is, like, just on another level from virtually anything. I don't think this is true for the entire movie. It's, like, certain parts of it that, like, so film is typically 24 frames per second, at least, like, before, like, digital came around and you could do, like, more easily do, like, 60 frames per second or whatever. Like, movies that are shot on film are usually 24 frames per second, but when you're, like, animating, typically you don't draw, like, 24 different drawings for, like, a second of animation. You, like, generally the best quality hand-drawn animation still only has about, like, 12 drawings, and it's called, like, I think it's called, like, animating on twos or something.
Yeah.
But for... Okay,
Now he's gonna, like, bounce around and shit.
I think you want to be closer to him and duck. But Akira has parts where things are animated with like 24 drawings in 1 second.
Jesus.
And like it's not the whole movie that's done that way, but like there's a lot of things and you just notice how fluid it is. And I guess it was done. See, I'm talking about Akira even though we haven't watched it yet, just because I love this movie.
Yeah, that's fine.
I know a lot of trivia about it. That it what am I gonna say? It does the like, you know, one of the things that the reason the animation is so fluid is because they were like very kind of forward thinking and they implemented computers into it, and there's like a tiny bit of CGI in it, but the main thing they used the computers for was they would do the like rough animation, like and then they could like scan it into a computer and see how it looked animated.
Yeah.
And make sure it looked the way they wanted it. And like if it didn't, they could retool it before they actually, you know, like painted it and did the final animation cells. So they were able to like make sure all the animation was like perfect and like fluid and it had the correct like rhythm that they wanted.
Yeah.
And like whereas it used to be like, well, you just animate it and then somebody paints it and then you hope it looks good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that movie just bizarre movie, incredible animation, and just the fact that it looks so spectacular allows it to like complement the book, even though it basically leaves out like 75-80% of the story.
Yeah. Well,
the comic isn't like extraordinarily long. It's like 6 volumes. They are longer than I think they run from like 300 to 400 pages, so they're a lot longer than like a standard tankobon, which are like 180, 200 pages.
yeah.
But it's not like an extraordinarily long manga. It's pretty readable. The first time I read it in, I think I read it in 6 days. I read like 1 volume a day.
Damn.
And I was like, I cannot stop reading this.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it took me longer because I had to like order some of the books on Amazon while I was in the middle of reading because I'm like, oh, this will take me like a couple days, and I'm like, nope, I read it in 1 day, and it's like, so I might have had to like skip a day, but I think I read it within like a week.
Fuck. I fucked that up.
But yeah, one of my all-time favorite comics. And I wish more of Katsuhiro Otomo's manga was available in English because I'd like to read more of it.
Yeah, I literally only know about Akira. It just didn't even occur to me that he had written other things.
He has another movie where he did not direct it. Well, he did direct another movie called Steam Boy, which I actually...
Yeah.
I haven't seen that. I would like to watch that at some point.
Like, the trailer just blasted into my brain. I really want to see that movie.
But he has another movie where he was the writer, not the director, and it's called like Old Man Z. It's Raujin Z, but it's like old man. Because I told you about it, I think.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
And it's like this old man, and they design this like futuristic like bed / pod thing that is like, it's like artificially intelligent, and it's like, oh, we're not gonna like take care of the old people anymore once they're all old and infirm. We'll just stick them in here,
Yeah.
and it will take care of them for us. But then it like, they become this like symbiotic thing, and it just goes around and causes chaos. It's a very weird movie that's kind of about like dehumanization, and I watched it once years ago, and I was like, that's pretty good. I'd watch it again with you at some point. But definitely Akira is the one to watch first from his oeuvre. He also did a couple short films for this short film collection called Robot Carnival.
Oh, I've heard of that.
I think it's on Amazon Prime, and we gotta watch that at some point because I haven't seen that. You are been through 98 lives now, just an FYI. So you have 2 more times, and if you don't, you'll die in real life. It's like the Matrix. If you die in Donkey Kong Country, you die in real life too.
Well,
have you seen the Matrix sequels?
I've only seen the first one. And
like the first sequel or the first movie?
First movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sequels.
Honestly, fine. Although, some point you should consider watching them.
Yeah, and I kind of want to see the last one that came out when like the 2.
The fourth one, yeah.
Right, because that sounded like it was really, really good.
You know, I went into it with 0 expectations, and I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I was like, this is not going to be as good as the old ones. It's just a fun thing that they're making.
Yeah.
I am not going to treat it as like, oh my god, it's destroying the Matrix canon.
Yeah.
I don't, you know, I'm just gonna watch this movie and be entertained by it. And I was like, yeah. Like, I think as I've gotten older, I have gotten more chill about stuff like that. Yes. And I have been able to be like, I like the first movie. It doesn't matter if I didn't like the other ones, and even if I didn't like them that much, I can watch them and be like, I was kind of entertained by that, even though I didn't think it was, like... as good as the original.
Indeed.
Like, the first Matrix is one of my favorite movies.
Yeah.
It's just a good movie.
Yep. Quite good.
And you have not seen V for Vendetta, right?
No, I haven't.
Another Wachowski.
You have informed me I should read the...
Yeah, that's definitely when I would say read the book first. The Wachowskis did not direct that movie, but I think they produced it, and they did write the script, but it's like... It's maybe yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll go on out on a limb and I'll say it's radically different from the book. It takes many, things from the book. It's not like everything about it is different, but it's different enough that it's kind of its own thing.
Mm.
The guy who wrote it, Alan Moore, is like famously very grouchy about people adapting his stuff, which I can both understand and also be like, well,
fuck,
you sold the rights to it to DC Comics, so...
Sounds like you probably...
Well, I don't know. I mean, those industries are very exploitative, and
True.
A lot of those things are like, well, if you don't give us the rights, we won't publish it. You don't get paid. So I kind of understand that. But I also feel like it's the nature of, like, if somebody makes an adaptation of your work, unless you're invited to partake in the adaptation, it's, like, not your... thing.
Yeah, like, there's a reason why it's called adaptation, because it's not going to be like one-to-one and everything the exact same. Yeah. Like, especially when you're literally like switching mediums, like.
Right. I mean, like, it's not like you have the right to be grouchy about if you don't like the way they adapt your work, but at the same time, it's also like you shouldn't make it like your personality of being salty about your work not always being adapted the way you like it. And I also think he, like, refuses to collaborate with people who adapt his work, which like,
is not...
you might have a better experience with it if you participate, but I can also see, though, for some things, it's like, well, I made it as a comic book because it's supposed to be a comic book. It's not supposed to be a movie. Like, it works on the level of being a comic book.
I get the thing again because got a game over, I guess. Let me out before he gets back up.
I mean, oh, they do play this again? Oh, it's because you did, you got a game over. Yeah, did you not notice that it's like.
I did, but I saw it and my brain didn't, like, register what I was actually seeing.
Okay, so I think the key here, don't try to go away from him. Like, stay here, but duck.
Duck? Because he.
Yeah, okay.
Where is he gonna. First, immediately. He does 1-2 hops and throws the.
That only took you 2 lives after that game over to get back to that point, though.
Yeah.
That
was a jump streak, I guess.
I think you can do this, man.
Yeah.
We might be up a little late tonight, but.
I'm pretty sure you did. Well, as long as I stop making these stupid decisions like that.
But. I am not a big fan of Zack Snyder's Watchmen, though. I will admit that.
Yeah, I've only ever read the graphic novel. I haven't watched any of the adaptations of it.
I will say I don't like Zack Snyder in general.
Yeah.
I will admit I enjoyed the Snyder Cut more than I thought I would. But that is not to say it is anywhere close to being like one of my favorite DC adaptations.
Yeah, I didn't even bother watching that because I was like, it sounds like they do Wonder Woman dirty. I will just wait for her movie, and that was the correct decision.
Her movie had already come out by that point.
Oh, I forgot the timeline at this. Yeah, so right, she was a bit part in some other like Batman v Superman, and then it was Wonder Woman, and then Justice League, right? And
they made another Wonder Woman movie as well.
Yeah,
the 1980s one.
Right.
That's a weird one. I do like Pedro Pascal in that movie, though.
Pedro Pascal in like anything, but yeah, he was great in that.
He was probably the best part of that movie, but the whole subplot of like Steve Rogers comes back and he's like takes over another actual person's body and they like have sex with each other, even though like what the fuck? Like,
that's not real people. It still makes me sick to my stomach a little bit though.
Yeah.
Also,
that is not okay, Wonder Woman.
What's her face as the cheetah? Like, just
and then they make
embarrassing.
They make it even worse because at the end she's like gonna go like hit on the actual guy, and it's like, no,
like
the guy whose body she had used. What the heck? But in fairness, though, I watched that movie for free in 2020 because it was like during the height of COVID.
Yeah, that's true.
And it was when they were like releasing movies direct to streaming, and it was one of those things where I was like, that movie had some questionable decisions in it, but it was free and it killed a couple hours one night, so whatever. But
there were 2 scenes that happened in it that I'm glad that the movie exists because those scenes are there, but other than that, like...
Gal Gadot is kind of a bad person, though.
Yeah.
But do you know the Kal-El No meme?
Sounds vaguely familiar, but it's not coming to my brain imagery right away, so perhaps...
It's just a kind of very awkward line delivery she gives in... I think it's in Justice League, where like Superman has come back from the dead, but he's like evil Superman and he's doing bad stuff, and she's like, "Hello, no." And in fairness to her, though, I will say, I don't think it's a great line. Like, why is she saying his whole name? And like, why not just no, or like stop, or like don't do that, or what? I don't know. Like, they could have written her a different line. But I think in the Snyder Cut, they actually use a slightly different, or they use like a different take, and I don't think it actually is like necessarily any better, but
Yeah.
but no, back to the point I was making. I don't think Zack Snyder understands Watchmen.
No.
Because, like, he seems like when he made the movie, like, really into, like, I gotta show all the violence and I gotta make it, like, even more violent than the source material, and it's so cool, and.
Sir? He actually. I don't know what. I did not
Isn't he like an Ayn Rand follower?
something iffy like that.
I mean, is UC 300?
I have not. I only know it for that one meme.
This is Sparta.
Yeah,
Sparta!
This is madness. This is Sparta. Just the guy into the pit.
Yeah, I saw that back when
it's like extremely not my thing, but I thought the meme was funny.
I saw it when it came out, and like, I will say, the movie is like basically fascist propaganda. I don't know that Zack Snyder is like smart enough to know that it's fascist propaganda, but it is fascist propaganda. But I will say it's like pretty well made fascist propaganda. Like, I like certain things about the movie, and even though I think it ultimately is in the service of fascist propaganda, I think there's some like cool like symbolism in the movie.
Yeah, I don't know. The one thing I remember about it is being like aware it existed and looking at the trailer because I think YouTube was a thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Somehow, and then I was just like, wow, immediately bored for no reason that I could have.
I was either a senior in high school or it was like I was back from like freshman year of college on break and saw it with my friends or something.
Mm-hmm.
I will say one thing about that movie that I think is cool is it was like an early example of like leaning in to a comic book aesthetic for like filmmaking and not just being like this movie's gonna be you know like a lie. We're gonna take a comic book and make it real. It's like no, we're gonna like we were talking about with Speed Racer. It's like no, we're gonna like make real life into a comic book.
Yeah.
And like there's a lot of like very surreal colors that look very comic book esque. And I mean, obviously, it like it made famous the Zack Snyder slow mo.
Yeah, that's the other thing I know it for.
But there's it takes like a lot of the things that are in the comic book. I've actually never read the comic book, but it kind of like takes things that are like silly about the comic book and makes them real.
Yeah.
There's like a line in the movie about like, oh, we will fire, arrows will fall on you. We'll shoot so many arrows at you that it blots out the sun. And the guy with his witty repartee is like, well, then we will fight in the shade.
Yes,
but there actually is like a scene in the movie where they're like all these arrows are being shot at them, and it gets like there's like shadow covering them because of how many arrows there are, and it's like taking some of those things and it's like we're gonna make those literal, like actually happen in the movie, and I think that's kind of fun. But ultimately, it's a movie where they take Greek history and mythology and repurpose it in the service of fascist ideology, and I don't like that.
I fucking mistimed it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, no. Okay, now it's gonna be 3-1. Ow!
You have to win.
Grr.
I kind of wish it would just keep playing the music and
too.
it would like reset the fight without like resetting the music.
Yeah, I would wait.
Somebody make a ROM hack of that. Get on it.
Yep. Yep.
So you did not beat this
No.
boss in 5 minutes.
Nope. I definitely did not.
Let's see, what else can we talk about?
Whoa.
Wait, what did you... I had asked you what we should watch for our next movie. What did you say?
It'll be back to me, but I'm not.
Maybe you haven't won because I keep distracting you. That's kind of my job as your co-streamer.
Indeed.
To distract you.
A Bat Ninja.
Oh, Akira.
Yeah.
Akira.
I'm sitting in front of my face.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, I'm like annoyed that I've probably missed a fair amount of storytelling that I would very much enjoy because I am not very gore tolerant or can't handle horror movies or that kind of thing. So.
I will say, and go ahead, come at me in the comments. You should watch the dub version, at least the first time you watch it, because
then you can like concentrate on the animation
yes.
a little bit more because you're not reading the subtitles.
That is exactly right.
And like I've watched, there are a couple anime that I've watched subbed and dubbed, and then I'll be like, oh, the music sounds different when I'm watching it in English because like my ears are more tuned into it because I already understand the language.
All right, here's my hot take. Dub is better than sub. Yeah, that's right. Fuck you. If you believe subs are better than dubs, you're wrong. Just learn fucking Japanese if you want to watch it in Japanese, nerd. Because I don't want to be reading when I'm trying to pay attention to the images that they have deliberately put on the screen so that I will look at them. Because television and movies are a visual medium, you fucking dumbass who watches subs. Actually, I don't care. Watch it however you want. I don't think you're stupid if you prefer subs. Sometimes the original voice actors are better or whatever. I totally get it. But I personally cannot like pay attention to a movie if I have to read it. I have to be honest though, Akira is a movie I've seen enough times where I can just like watch it in Japanese and I know what's going on and I probably know more or less what the characters have said even if I'm not reading the subtitles. But I think specifically for that movie and some other movies that have like really tremendous animation, like your Ghibli movies, for example, the animation is so incredible that like you just don't want to be distracted. Like you want to be looking at whatever extraordinary thing the animators have pulled off and not like looking at the bottom of the screen trying to read it in time. But go ahead, watch it however you want. I don't care. Truly. I just personally am like not a sub snob where I like need to watch the sub. Like I understand for like some older shows where it was like before anime dubbing was like a professional enterprise. But now they have like sub and dub that like come out simultaneously with the Japanese release, and it's like all coordinated, and they have like professional voice actors who've been doing it for decades, and it's like of such quality now that it's like I don't really see how the watching it in Japanese is better unless you just specifically like watching it in Japanese.
Yeah.
Subjectively. I mean, I know if you go back and watch like the original Dragon Ball Z dub, that there's some wonky stuff going on there where like the translation is kind of wonky and the actors hadn't quite mastered their characters yet and stuff, but like if you watch the more like recent Dragon Ball dubs, they're a lot better. And just anime dubbing in general is a lot better than it was in like the 90s, early 2000s.
Oh no. God damn.
When do we have to renew the thing about that?
Oh, not for another couple of hours or so, but I think
Okay.
I take a hand stretch break when I died.
That's fair.
I was just thinking, I can't remember the name of the character, but that one dub clip where the guy is like, I can do this, I feel great.
Oh, the Piccolo, motivational Piccolo.
It's doing.
Yeah, okay. Let me hype you. Okay, I kind of know this off the top of my head, but I don't have all of it down, so I'm gonna look up the...
Yeah, I don't have it memorized either, and it's still pretty placed in my brain from time to time.
Alright, let me get the actual...
I'm exposing myself as someone who's never watched Dragon Ball, but Piccolo's the green.
Okay, here we go. I feel incredible! Yes, yes, yes! I can win! I feel great! I can do this! That.
Yeah, that's my brain.
Do you have the energy now? You can do this.
My brain was doing it, my hands are like, no, we don't. But yes, I do. Look.
Do you know, Dragon Ball Z Abridged at all?
A little bit, yeah.
They have that scene. So Dragon Ball Z Abridged, if you're not familiar, is like it's this like YouTube show where they just like it's like a parody of Dragon Ball Z where like it basically tells the story of it, but they like change a lot of the details to be kind of more farcical. They add lots of jokes and stuff. But for that scene, they literally just do the thing from the dub, like verbatim.
Like,
Because it's like, this is so ridiculous that like we don't even need to parody it. Just do the thing over again.
Man, I lost Diddy already. I'm late.
Which...
The first Abridged series I got familiar with was Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged, and I don't know if it's the same people who did DBZ Abridged or not.
It's done by like one... Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged I remember seeing when I was like a senior in high school or something. That's done by like one guy. I think he does all the voices. And
yeah, I forgot.
He does Little Karibo, yeah, he does some of the voices in Dragon Ball Z Abridged. I think he does Frieza. But he's not one of the like writers or anything for it, I don't think. Dragon Ball Z Abridged is pretty wild. They actually got through 2/3 of the show before they ultimately stopped doing it.
Oh, nice.
They got to the end of one of the like major story arcs. They just like basically just didn't do the last one, which quite honestly is fine because it's the least necessary story arc in that show. I have to say though, I watched all of Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, and Dragon Ball GT, and I don't even know how I did it.
Yeah, I don't know how you did it either. Oh no.
So
I want to roll right now.
no, it's so many episodes. The thing I have not finished yet is what is it called? Dragon Ball Super.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen the last story arc for that show, and I also haven't seen the most recent movie, which is like Dragon Ball Super : Superhero.
Yeah. God, I love the naming conventions sometimes.
I think that movie was pretty well received, though. I would like to watch it at some point, but I think it like takes place after the show, so I was like waiting to
Well,
the second most recent Dragon Ball movie was Dragon Ball Super Broly, and I went to see it in the movie theater like a big nerd, and I went alone because I wasn't sure who to go with me at the time.
yeah.
So I just sat in the movie theater alone. I mean, obviously there were other people there, but I was there alone.
Yeah.
And I watched my silly Dragon Ball movie, and I was entertained.
Entertain. Back this way.
That movie actually has really great animation too for a Dragon Ball production.
Oh,
You're doing good, you're doing good.
got it.
Okay, if you can have both characters for this part, you're in good shape. Alright, now remember what I told you, get close, duck,
Donkey Kong, stop it. And then he's gonna throw the crown all the way over there.
go, go,
Oh, nope, 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 nope.
go!
Golly.
Alright.
Who's hiding?
If you don't defeat King K. Rool, an actual monkey will die in real life.
Oh, I can't have that.
And his blood will be on your hands. And his name is Donkey Kong. He's not the actual Donkey Kong, but it's his name. And you will be responsible for Donkey Kong dying.
Oh no.
So
Already at the. Okay.
you need to beat King K. Rool, or else.
So it seems like after the cannonballs, the crown flies a little bit faster.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, what? Oh.
Your foot
Fuck.
hit it. Damn, hitbox.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, let's see. Akira.
Oh, what am I doing?
Imagine if they made a second Akira movie that was rated PG.
Yeah, right. Or the.
You. I
Oh no.
think. Am I making this up, or did they say they're making an Akira anime adaptation?
I think you might be right.
Let me check that out. I think I read that was like, oh my god, that sounds amazing. And then forgot about it. Here's a 1-year-old Reddit thread. Someone asking whether this adaptation is dead. They announced it in 2019. That's why I forgot about it. I guess that was like years ago. So long silence without any meaningful update. I don't know, man. Maybe it's taking so long because they are investing like the budget of a movie into every episode or something. Probably not, but
Really had a heart attack when I realized my finger was on the wrong button, but I fixed it and I still died.
okay, here's something from last year that says it's getting an adaptation. I don't need a history lesson. Just tell me.
Yeah. Just give me what I came here for. What? Mm-hmm. No.
Do you know the Akira bike slide?
I do indeed. I've seen it replicated in many other situations. Oh,
They do an Akira bike slide in Batman the Animated Series in the Robin's Reckoning episode.
yeah. Too close. Got turn around. Hey, come back.
It's so funny to be working on a like children's cartoon and to be like, I want to make something like Akira.
Yeah. Motherfucker.
There's actually another Akira reference in Mask of the Phantasm, the Batman movie,
Oh yeah.
where there's like a guy riding on a motorcycle and Batman like jumps up and like punches him off the motorcycle. That something similar to that happens in Akira. And the first Batman Beyond episode has an Akira reference where there's like a clown gang that chases him on motorcycles.
Oh, okay.
Which is like similar to the opening of Akira. He might even have like a red motorcycle in that episode. I can't remember. So this is such an unnecessarily long article that are you kidding me? It just says that the announcement was in 2019, but fans still haven't given up hope.
Okay.
So in other words, you don't know anything.
That was nothing burger.
Well, I hope they do make an adaptation of it just because I mean, honestly, read the comic book. It's drawn by the creator of Akira, and it is phenomenal. But I would love an anime adaptation of it, like a faithful one. But I just don't. I have a feeling like animation-wise, it will not live up to the movie.
Yeah, I mean set a pretty high bar.
Like, no, I mean like genuinely, I don't know that any animated film has ever like surpassed Akira.
Yeah. Oh.
Like, there's probably some stuff that's like on the same level as it. Like some of the like Ghibli movies and stuff have, you know, truly spectacular animation and art design, and other things too. But I don't think there are actually that many things that are on the level of Akira. And part of it is like they don't even make movies like that anymore. Like everything is CGI now. I don't mind CGI movies being a thing. There's some great animation they do with CGI in, like, I like some of the Pixar movies and stuff like that, and some of the Disney ones and whatnot, but like, we used to get like big budget hand-drawn movies somewhat regularly, and it's like a dead art now, basically.
You know what we still have to see? We have to see.
Is that Pixar or Disney?
It's neither. I want to say it's like this independent Belgian studio.
Oh, interesting.
Oscar. It's almost no dialogue. Stars a little black cat.
Oh, the cat movie. Okay, yeah.
Like, even the trailer is one of the most gorgeous things I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I have been meaning to watch this movie for a while now that you mention it.
I've forgotten about it like 50 times.
I think it's on our list of movies on whatever streaming service it's on. So Yeah, maybe that should be our next movie.
Yeah, that'd be.
It's a completely different direction from the other movies we've been watching lately, like
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles and Conan the Barbarian, and what else have we watched recently?
Speed
Speed Racer.
How the heck? Okay.
Still completely different direction from that.
Mm-hmm.
Are there any movies coming out that you're hyped for? I honestly don't think I can name any.
I mean, honestly, I'm low-key hyped for the Mario Galaxy movie, but
Oh yeah. I just hope it's better than the first one.
yeah. No, what am I doing?
Honestly, I know you liked it.
Yeah, I liked it for sentimental value more than anything that was like actually in the movie itself, I guess.
I didn't like hate it,
Yeah, but it was like
but it was a little exhausting. Like I just felt like there wasn't enough story and too much of the game was like it wanted you to be like the Leonardo DiCaprio pointing at the TV meme and be like, "Oh, look, it's Mario Kart." Like, "Oh, look, it's Donkey Kong." Like it just was trying to like you can do some of that stuff, but it can't be like literally the entire movie.
Yeah.
And I felt like it basically was like 90% of the movie was just them being like, "Oh, look, we did the thing from the game."
Yeah, and then it was like, you have all this great, like, decades of music from the actual game.
Yeah.
And they decided to throw in, like,
Beastie Boys.
I mean, that, sure, like, but then everything else was like, it was sort of like, okay, opening song, fine. Ending song, fine. Everything else, don't bother. Just give us Mario music. It's the Mario movie. What the hell, man?
Yeah, they should have literally just... I don't think they really need to put any, like, pop music in it at all. I mean, they could have, but, like, there was very little usage of, like, the Koji Kondo Mario music, and I don't understand, like, I know Miyamoto was involved in the movie, but I don't know whether he was, like, involved to the extent where he would have been... I really doubt that he was like, "Oh, you guys should put a Beastie Boys song in the first scene or whatever." But I don't know, like, it almost feels like... I don't know if this is like a Nintendo decision or like the studio's decision, but it almost feels like kind of like disrespectful in a way. It's like, dude, Koji Kondo is like more famous than whoever is doing the score for this movie. Like, he has come out with so many memorable songs, and like how like you should be representing him and celebrating his work, and quite honestly, not just Koji Kondo, there are other composers who have contributed to Mario, different Mario series. Like, Koji Kondo does the ones that, like, Miyamoto is involved with, I think. But there's, like, other Mario series that have other composers. But even if you just did Koji Kondo music, okay.
He's gonna get up, so duck.
Yeah.
He's gonna jump.
And watch for the... Gonna come fast. Get him.
And then he's probably gonna jump again, and 2 crowns again, possibly. Oh, no, lots of jumping. Fuck. Help, let me out. Oh, that was a freebie. I'm just... Nope.
Oh, you're so... I can taste your victory. I can taste your victory. Alright, but so you can see though that he messes around with his jumping pattern a little bit. It is the same pattern. The pattern changes, but the way it changes is always going to be the same.
Okay, yeah.
You die on purpose?
Yep.
Get your ditty back. But what were we talking about? The Mario movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I just hope that like Mario Galaxy has a bit... Is it Mario Galaxy?
Yeah.
Interesting choice.
Yeah, but there's like a bunch of other Mario games in there, like Mario 2 characters and stuff like that.
I do have like a little bit of hope that because they're calling it Mario Galaxy, it's going to have more story because they're probably going to they're probably going to be like, okay, we've already established the characters, now let's kind of do like the Mario Galaxy storyline. And
Yeah.
that game, I never actually beat it, but it does have a bit more story than your like Mario NES game, for example. Because I remember like it has a whole like opening sequence where like Bowser shows up in his airship and like attacks the Mushroom Kingdom, and he's like shooting cannons at people and stuff, uh and like Rosalina appears. And doesn't Mario have like a little star friend in that game or something?
Yeah.
Is that where the Lumas are from?
Mm.
I never owned Mario Galaxy, so I have only limited experience playing it. Do you have it?
Yeah, I have somehow and I barely played either of them.
All right. Maybe off stream we should play through Mario Galaxy. I can't believe that you can't just buy the Switch version
Right?
like on digital. Like it was like a limited time physical release that you like can't buy it anymore. And if you try to buy like a secondhand copy now, it's like jacked up to over $100. It's ridiculous. Because it would be a lot more convenient to play it on Switch.
That's for sure.
But I wouldn't mind playing it on Wii with you at some point.
They call it the Super Mario Galaxy movie, but there's definitely some stuff from Mario Odyssey in there. So,
Yeah.
like, there's a danger of overstuffing it, but how the fuck did I dodge that?
Well, I think the problem with the first one was not overstuffing. It was just that it was like there was no like through line keeping all of the things they were putting it into like a coherent movie. Like it does have a story, obviously, but it like most of the movie did not feel like, oh, this is happening because it's necessary for the story. It was like, no, this is happening
because it's a cool Mario.
because it's a Mario thing that people are familiar with, and we're gonna like I remember by the time we got to like the Mario Kart sequence, they literally have the thing from like Mario Kart. I want to say they introduced this in like Mario Kart Wii. If not, it's like
God damn it.
It's definitely in like Mario Kart 7, where you gotta pick your vehicle and you pick the tires and you pick the
like menu theme in there.
the parachute or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And
Ooh.
they literally have like that thing where they're like building their carts to drive in, and I'm like, oh my god, like,
Yeah.
I get it, it's Mario Kart. Like, I think they have the blue shell, and it's like you could do a Mario Kart reference without like overselling it.
Indeed.
But I also I did not hate the movie per se, but I felt like there's nothing in this movie that makes me want to watch it more than like playing a Mario game.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a fundamental problem. Alright. After your next death, I need to grab a glass of water.
Same.
Unless you win the game. I did say your next death, but perhaps I'm being presumptuous. Perhaps not. We'll see. And the reason I need a glass of water is because you are about 40 seconds away from streaming for 2 hours.
Yeah. Dear. Nope.
Alright. We will return momentarily. Oh.
I'll pause. BRB. Alright. We are back.
That was a longer intermission than intended. But what Juju was telling me a minute ago is she's so confident that she's going to win on this life that she has bet to her entire life savings on it. She will give it to me if she gets a death here.
That is absolutely what I said.
She's signed a contract and everything. That's why we were gone so long, is we had to get the lawyers to draft it up.
Three.
Because
Okay. Up into the can.
I'm telling you, she's gonna do it. She's so motivated by not wanting to give me her life savings that she's in the zone right now. Effortless.
Oh, let's come back to the way. Right.
Oh, she's still got Donkey Kong. Oh, all right. Well,
There.
there goes the life savings.
Darn. Well, hi. That's okay. I still got my baby boy.
We have a dog who is assisting her right now. He's concerned about your the fact that you won't have your life savings anymore, and wondering how you will keep a roof over his head.
Two. Or is it three? It's three.
Hi, baby boy. Do you need a bonk on the nose? Honk. Bonk.
They've pushed through a lot of shit.
It's gonna have some black eyes.
Hi, little dude. Lend me your strength. That's your fault. No, it's my fault. It's a skill issue. Do the thing. There. I know, I'm using both hands for something other than petting you, right?
I'll tell you what, as long as you can defeat him without getting another game over, I will very generously allow you to keep your life savings.
Seems like a fair deal. 2 and 3. And this and that. And now, of course, my nose is decided to itch. What is going on? I mean, to be fair, I also forgot to put the wash in the dryer, so I don't particularly want to sleep under the bed pad, so technically I have to stay up until the dryer's done. I don't know where I'm... Okay, and then it's back. Okay. Now it's time for the freezer.
Oh.
I think I can go. Nope. Oh my god. Okay, now he's gonna feel me.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna do the thing. He's gonna throw it twice, and it's gonna be fast. Fuck. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. Okay. There's no way I'm gonna memorize that, because I take fucking forever to get to that part anyway. Here. Ah. I shouldn't have been there.
What I'll say about the second game in the series is the final boss. Pretty challenging, and like this one, it's divided up into phases, but it actually gives you like a DK barrel at the beginning of like each new phase.
Oh,
Still a pretty challenging boss though, but yeah, I think it would be kind of nice if after you get to the like fake out, it gives you like a DK barrel.
yeah.
If you've lost your character.
I'm in the wrong position. Oh wait, no, we're not there yet.
But alas.
My brain was jumping ahead out of hope. Ooh! Nope. Fucking hell. Okay.
Oh,
5 lives left.
I know. If you want to keep that life savings, you better not do that. Or that.
Like number 4 on the screen. God damn it. Ah, damn. Jeez. Where are you?
Yeah, I think one of the problems with this boss is the way the patterns change. Like, you only get limited opportunities to see them because you have to like replay the entire boss fight to get back to that point. But I think what you need to do is give yourself as much distance as you can and try to like observe the how much space you have to like duck under, or whether you have to jump over, or whatever the case may be. And like, but yeah, it is hard. It's definitely is not an easy boss where you just like do it on the first try. Let's see. What would be a fitting topic of conversation for when you finally are in the process of defeating K. Rool?
Good question. Not sure.
Honestly, I am kind of running out of gas a little bit. But you have enough gas left where you're going to win, right?
Yes.
Right? Ooh, that was close. You got it.
Bro.
Have you played King K. Rool in Smash before?
Times. It's been ages since I've played any Smash, so even more ages since I've played as King K. Rool. I didn't think I was the kind of person with a Smash main, but I've basically made either Samus or Zero Suit Samus, and I actually gotten fucking hell halfway decent at it. I've done a couple tournaments and not died in the first round, which is quite an accomplishment for me.
I used to play Super Smash Bros. Melee with a group of people, like my freshman year of college, like literally like every day practically. And I kind of fell off after college with it. The last Smash game I own is the, what is it called? Whatever the one on Wii U is.
Yeah.
It's like the precursor to Smash Ultimate. It's basically the same game, it just doesn't have as many characters and stuff. But and I didn't even play that much of that game. Did I ever play Smash Ultimate with you?
Smash Ultimate, but we played Brawl together. We did the Subspace
Yeah, we
Emissary.
did Subspace Emissary.
Player.
Which I've been saying after we beat Mother 3, we need to go back and check out the parts of Subspace Emissary about Lucas.
Yeah.
I wonder.
Damn.
They haven't done like another Smash Brothers single player campaign like that since then, have they?
No.
It is. I mean, I realize that the point of it is to be a multiplayer game, and that is like the best part of it. But I do wish they would do another single player campaign like that. They probably just realized it's not necessary, so like why spend the money on it basically. But it's really fun to go back and play Subspace Emissary.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, and we finally played through it.
Had you beaten it before?
No, I'd played a decent amount of it on my own, but I'd never beaten it or come close to.
Yeah, I'd beaten it like a couple times before. It's pretty fun to play. It kind of reminds me of like Kirby Superstar. There's like certain similarities to the Kirby games with it, because it's made by
HAL. Yeah.
The developer Sakurai is, I think he's either the creator of Kirby or he at least directed a bunch of the Kirby games. Like he made Kirby Superstar, which is my favorite. Okay.
I have to do a bonus stream this weekend or something, but I'm gonna keep. Alright. At least I don't have to do.
Well, you should at least play until the bedding is dry.
5.
If you can manage. I can't force you to continue streaming though, so. We can stop whenever, but.
There. Alrighty. Wait, no.
You went to the wrong world.
Wait, no.
Just to start select.
Wait, no.
You reset the game. You can just do start and then select to get out of a level if you've already beaten it before. You gotta do the barrel cheat again. There. I will do it. Give your hands a break for a second. You've played more. You've played more than that. I don't think it counts if you like reset the game. I think it might count when you get a game over, but I'm not sure. Alright, I handed back the controller. We'll see how she does. You're very close. But if you can't do it, it happens. And no one's watching right now, so no one's gonna laugh at you. Yeah. For anyone who actually is watching this on YouTube later, like, you're not... Oh, I should probably adjust the mic. I don't know if your voice, how well it's going to be picked up.
Yeah.
I'll scoot over a little closer. And you're not like a platformer or a 2D platformer person per se. So... And honestly, I probably could have made you play like an easier game first. This is like a genuinely hard game. Like, it's known for being hard. And perhaps it was like a little sadistic to be like, you must play Donkey Kong Country instead of like Super Mario World or something first.
It's like, I'm gonna be terrible anyway. And I am less terrible than I thought I was going to be, and I can't.
You know, maybe you should play Super Mario World next, and you'll be like, this is a breeze. This game's for babies.
A baby game for baby. Woo.
Like you. We have a furry baby that just came in looking right at me.
Alright.
Not helping.
But I just needed to not sit for a second.
That's fair. Hi, mister. We have a furry baby sitting with us now. Would you like to say anything for the stream?
El mascota.
Maybe that's how we get more people to watch, is we just have like a dog cam set up.
Yeah.
Like, if you get bored of the gameplay, you can look over at the dog.
Now is not the time to have it.
Are there people on Twitch who just like use Twitch to have like a dog cam set up?
Some people, I think, or they'll have a cam for themselves and a cam for their dog. Well,
yeah, but does anybody just have like a 24/7 like dog cam set up on Twitch?
If they do, I do not know they exist.
Probably someone does. Mic a little closer.
Nope.
What's the matter? Well, perhaps that is how we will get you to be a world famous streamer. Alright. Oh. Don't you want to hear that sound? You have to defeat Rool so you can hear that sound a whole bunch of times. You stub your toe.
I hate that.
It would be funny if they had like separate animations and Donkey Kong was doing like a toe stubbing animation.
Yeah, like hopping around holding his foot.
Son of a...
Son of a banana. Honk. Honk. Ah, motherfucker. Hi. Let me picture you. Look silly.
She's fixing the dog's ear.
How come you're always noisy when you when we don't want you to be, and not noisy when we want you to be. Should have taught you how to speak or something. Oh god, I thought I was going to land on
This is later than I thought. We probably should wrap it up soon, even if you don't win. Like, maybe in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, oh. Hiya. Fuck.
Alright, what stimulating conversation are we gonna have for the next 5 minutes? I feel like we ran out of gas a little while ago.
Yeah. I fucking rolled into it. Cool. Well, yeah, now that I remembered that the movie Flow exists, I want to see that.
We gotta play the game straight at some point, speaking of cat things.
That's very true.
Been talking about that for like several years. Because you have it on your PS4, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever play any of it?
I played, like, literally the first 10 or 15 minutes, and then I was like, maybe I'll stream this someday, and then promptly forgot to figure out all that, and now I figured out a lot of that, so...
Have you seen that game, Little Kitty Big City?
Yeah, I kind of want to play that too. It looks cute as hell.
I have been waiting for it to be, like, on a steep sale, because apparently it's, like, really short.
Yeah.
I've been, like, wanting to play it since I first saw it.
Okay, it's gonna back. What you up to, my dude? I hear some football filling. Down.
Yep.
Hey, quit digging. Okay, it's gonna be 3.
Is this accurate?
Ow.
Did you forget to turn off the intermission thing?
Oh, did I? No, I think that's what's showing on the screen right now. I think this just didn't get updated.
Hold on.
So if I...
I'm looking at the stream on her phone and it still shows the intermission thing. Okay, yeah, it's working. I was like, oops.
I was like, well, that would be great. I'm just drawing away.
Could you imagine if that had happened and you beat the boss?
Yeah.
Wasn't recorded?
So I'd be like, me. Come here, Dave. Oh.
All of our 0 viewers would be like, well, we don't believe that you really beat the boss.
Oh, I'm already there. Okay,
Say you, no digging.
Okay, crown.
Yep. That was me talking to the dog.
Back.
Can you knock it off with the digging?
Can you, like, listen? Ow! No. I'm looking again. It's the part that I've not gotten to in a bit, so I've... Fuck. Wait, this guy dropped my head in a split second. Alright.
1 or 2 more tries and then we should call it. So, I think one of the developers confirmed that the K in K. Rool's name does not stand for anything. It's like the S in Harry S. Truman. Alright. I think this is the time she's doing it.
I'm gonna hope. I feel somewhat locked in.
Good.
Oh no, got stuck in the drawer. Second. I know it's coming back. Right? And now he's in front. Okay. Gotten this far.
Then
What's that second jump? What isn't helping me is
Coding.
getting far enough away to have him off screen.
characters Krushing. There's a U in coloring because they're British.
I forgot that.
Concept. Commander.
Duck.
Yep.
2 crowns. Ah, hell.
Alright, last try.
Indeed. I get a bunch of adult stuff to do on the phone tomorrow, and I don't feel like it. Gotta call that. Gotta call other people that do stuff, and it's like. Are we at 3 already? Yes, we are. Alright. That was sucking. Just.
That doesn't count.
No, it's. I reached 38, I will stop. I was going to get to 37 because of reasons, but.
That's how old you are?
Look. Round 3. Frick. Wasn't good. No. Yeah, my hand's sweating. There we go. Roll, that's not what I want you to do. Okay.
Yeah. Come back around.
Yep.
Got it. Alright, watch for the crown. Yep. Okay. Duck. Actually, don't know that you need to duck. Ah!
Okay.
Nah.
Well, that was a whole lot of nothing.
Well, you got better at it.
That's true.
That was your practice run.
Imagine if I'm like, I'm gonna practice it off stream and then beat it. Like,
I think you did practice it for like 2.5 hours, so hopefully next time you will actually be able to beat him.
yes. So,
I think you'll be able to do it.
pretty good.
You just need to play for another 2.5 hours.
Yeah. If you do them,
We'll see.
I'm trying to remember if that like blue pixel thing around the flag and stuff was there before, but
Well, the boat is like way smaller at the beginning. Like every time you beat a world, it gets bigger.
Yeah, that's the one I'm gonna go back on the stream and be like, okay, check that. But yeah, I'm out of gas, even though I wasn't doing much besides pressing buttons. Gosh. And yeah, I need some more water apparently. Anyway, that was a decent night of nothing but practice on the stream, and I feel like I'm gonna get there eventually. But that being said, this is GG Fruit signing off for now, and I'll see you around some other day. Alright, thanks for watching, thanks for being here with me and Q. And yeah.
Good night, people.
It is time to go to bed. Bye.